Welcome back to the channel, guys, for another video. And in today's one, I am going to be looking at my 2023-2024 Sky Bet League 2 predictions, reviewing what I predicted at the start of the season before a ball was kicked. All 46 games are done, and the table is how it ends after the season. Obviously, the playoffs are yet to be played, but I only done my predictions for the league table. So if you do go on to enjoy this video, make sure to smash a like, drop down below in the comment section down below and let me know how well you did compared to your predictions at the start of the season. And also, please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Yeah, there's some absolute stinkers in here looking at my predictions at the start of the season. There's a few teams that I've got spot on in terms of the place that I reckon they would have finished, and they did finish in that exact same position. Let's just get on with the video. Let's see how badly these predictions are. And yeah, let's start off with 24th. So then, I predicted at the start of the season that 24th place was going to be the Yorkshire side, Harrogate Town. I thought that it was finally the year that Harrogate would drop through the League 2 trapdoor. You know, I just didn't think the quality was there. Obviously, Luke Armstrong eventually left for Carlisle. But I just didn't think that Harrogate were going to have enough going forward to keep them in the division, and I thought their defensive or their lack of quality at the back was going to be a factor in sending them down as well. They indeed finished 13th, so 11 places off there with my prediction with Harrogate, but again, I didn't think they were going to go up or anything like this, but to finish rock bottom and they finished 11 places higher, that's a real L for me on that one. And the second team that I tipped to get relegated in 23rd was Crawley Town. Now, this one is an absolute shambles of a prediction. I predicted Crawley to get relegated, and in fact, they currently sit, or they did finish 7th, and they are in the League 2 playoff, so they could ultimately get promoted to League 1 when I actually got them to get out of the division the other way. So, you know, a 16-point or a 16 position gap between my predictions and Crawley Town, and to be fair, they have definitely they've definitely overachieved in my opinion. You know, totally under the radar. But Crawley, yeah, 16 places off is not a good start. The team I got to just finish above the 2 relegation spots was the Shrimps, Morecambe. I predicted Morecambe to finish in 22nd at the start of the season, and in fact, they finished 7 places higher than my predictions. That they finished in 15th. Obviously, a point deduction as well. Maybe could have they finished a bit higher, but I expected Morecambe to stay in the league. I didn't expect them to get relegated. But yeah, the fact that I've put them to just stay up in the league, and they've actually finished quite high in mid-table or bottom half, but top of the bottom half sort of thing. Yeah, again, another 7 places out for me on Morecambe. The first place then, I put Sutton United. I thought Sutton would again survive in League 2, but this is the year that Sutton have been relegated. They finished 23rd, could have stayed up on the final day if results went better for them, but I did predict them to go down. Only just, though, I predicted them to be the team that just about went down in sort of, or no, sorry, they did just about go down, but I predicted them just about stay up is what I meant. So only 2 places wrong with Sutton, but, you know, again, I said they was going to stay up and they just didn't. They went down in 23rd. Next one then is my boys, Newport County. I predicted us to finish in 20th place. Now, a lot of people obviously thought I was an idiot for saying that. A lot of people thought that we were going to go down, or, you know, even some people said mid-table, but I've actually got this 2 places off. Now, you know, if things would have went better, the 8 games in a row that we lost, maybe this could have been a shambles of a prediction and we could have finished like top 10, maybe even sneak the playoffs. But the way it's ended, I've actually been so close with my predictions. I said 20th, we finished 18th. Not a bad prediction whatsoever, in my opinion. Team in 19th that I predicted, again, is another shambles of a prediction. I went with Crewe Alexandra. After the signings they made, I regretted this badly. Bringing in Mickey Demetrio as an absolutely insane captain, and that was the one for me. I mean, you know, he's been absolutely incredible for Newport for God knows how long, and you know, he's always been a steady player at League 2, League 1 level, and I've always known that the ability was there with Mickey Demetrio and the leadership as well. and bringing that into an already decent Crew side. As soon as I predicted 19th, I regretted it badly, and they finished 13 places higher in 6th in the playoffs as well. So many playoff teams I predicted to finish in the bottom 5. Absolutely mental, but like I said, it's interesting, very interesting. I went 19th, they finished in 6th and could still get promoted, which makes it even worse. In 18th place, I predicted Accrington Stanley, and they finished 1 place higher in 17th. So again, that is pretty much near perfect for me. I said Accrington would finish lower half, and they did. Only 1 place between my prediction and where they finished. Again, it's not a bad prediction. I will 100% take Accrington. Could have been a lot worse if, again, their end of the season was as good as what, their middle to start was. But yeah, 1 place off for Accrington. And this is another one where, again, it's kind of annoying, but not at the same time. In 17th, I predicted Colchester United. I said they would stay up. I said they'll have enough to stay up, but they won't threaten mid-table, top half, playoffs, anything like that. And they actually finished in 22nd. They could have gone down on the final day, like I said, if results went against them and Sutton beat MK Dons. I can't remember who Colchester played on the final day. But, yeah, like I said, I predicted 17th. I said they'd stay up. They finished in 22nd. They did stay up. 5 places out on that one. But again, I said that they would stay up, and that's exactly what they did. 16th place then, I predicted AFC Wimbledon. I said they will be close to mid-table, and again, another 6 places off for AFC Wimbledon. I said they would finish in 16th, and actually they finished in 10th. Some incredible flurries during the start to middle of the season that possibly could have seen them promoted, but, bad run of form, bad sort of losses to teams that they shouldn't be losing to in the division, dropped them down to 10th from potentially a promotion playoff place. But I went 16th, they finished in 10th. Next team then is 15th. I predicted that Tranmere Rovers would finish in 15th place, and in fact, they finished in 16th. So again, another prediction for me where, yes, it's 1 place off and it's not the correct position that I predicted. But again, in this league, it is so hard to predict. So I'm 100% going to take that. I'm 100% going to accept the fact that it wasn't perfect. But I predicted 15th for Tranmere, and they actually finished 1 place lower in 16th. Not a bad prediction there whatsoever. In 14th place, then, I predicted Swindon Town. I expected Swindon to have a mid-table season. Obviously, they started the season with Michael Flynn, and I fully expected Michael Flynn to stay for the entirety of the season. I fully expected mid-table, not going down, not going up. But it didn't really work out for Michael Flynn. Another job where it's not worked out. It didn't work out at Walsall, didn't work out at Swindon. And I think the whole club at Swindon at the moment is in a mess with the owners, the management changing very quickly. Certain players leaving. Their best players being loanees. A lot of intimating factors of why Swindon didn't have the 14th place finish season that I expected. They finished in 19th, 5 places off my prediction, but again, another 5-point gap in that prediction. Again, 13th place, I predicted Barrow. Now, this could have been really, really bad 2-3 months ago when Barrow were, top 4, top 3, flirting with automatic promotion and then maybe just resign to the playoffs. But they miss out on the playoffs in 8th place by 1 place. I actually said in my prediction, I don't think they'll have enough to get into the playoffs, but they'll finish mid-table. And that's exactly what happened. They didn't have enough to get the playoffs. 5 places out. I said 13th. They finished 8th. Either way, I said they weren't going to get the playoffs, and they didn't. Then we have predicted, or I've gone through 24th to 13th in my predictions, reacting to my predictions from the start of the season. Before I do continue on with the rest of this video from 12th to 1st, I'd like to say a massive thank you to the support over the season. Last season, like I said, the support was absolutely insane. And I hope to sort of bring out more content for you guys between the pre-season and all of next season. More League 2 content as well. I've said that in previous videos. I will be bringing out more League 2 content and sort of not just talking about Newport, but obviously doing like watch-alongs for League 2 teams and all this as well. But yeah, massive thank you to everyone supporting the channel over this season. Let's get back into the video. So then, 12th place, I predicted Grimsby Town. I said they would finish bang mid-table. And this one is a really bad one. 9 places off my prediction. Grimsby actually finished 21st. And before they actually beat Newport at Blundell Park, you know, that 3 points against us pretty much kept them in the league. But there was a few moments where I generally thought Grimsby, you know, would have got relegated. And that would have, again, been a terrible prediction for me. Just like Harrogate and Crawley was. But I said 12th. They finished in 21st. Not the best of the season for Grimsby, but staying in the league is most important. So then, 11th place, I predicted the Saddlers, Walsall, and they finished in 11th. Bang on, 100% prediction there. And like I said, I take that. I 100% take that. It is very hard to predict the exact positions of teams in this league, and the fact that I've predicted Walsall bang on in 11th. Again, that could have gone worse if they would have got into the playoffs, because there was moments where they, you know, were nearly close to the playoffs, but an 11th place finish for Walsall, exactly what I predicted. Let's get into the top 10. 10th place, wow, what have I done here? 10th place, I went with Forest Green Rovers, recently relegated out of League One from the season before, the one just gone 2 seasons ago, and I expected Forest Green to finish, you know, high mid-table, top 10, and then maybe the season after push for the playoffs and get back to League One. They finished rock bottom of the league. An incredibly bad season for Forest Green. A double relegation sees them in the National League. And like I said, I hold my hands up. That was an incredibly bad prediction from me. 14 places off from my prediction. They finish rock bottom. Next one then is 9th place, where I predicted Mansfield Town to finish in 9th. They missed out on the playoffs the season before. I believe by a point or by a goal. It was something crazy that they missed out on the playoffs. And I said they would miss out on the playoffs again. And they have finally done it. Mansfield, after so many attempts of trying to get out of this league, they've finally been promoted to League One. Congratulations to Mansfield on your promotion to League One. They finished in 3rd. Again, the top 2 were the top 3, I should say, were battling all throughout the season for that top spot. And yeah, 6 places off. I said Mansfield wouldn't even get playoffs. They've got promoted. Massive L from me there. Next team that I predicted was the final team that I said will not make the playoffs, and that was Doncaster Rovers. I said that Rovers would finish in 8th. Now, what an incredible turnaround for Doncaster Rovers. Miles off the playoffs. Was in 20th, I think, 2-3 months ago. 8 or 9 wins in a row, stormed them all the way up to 5th, and they will be in the playoffs. They will take on, I think it's Crewe, isn't it? It's Crewe, yeah, Doncaster vs Crewe. But like I said, I predicted 8th, and when they were starting to win games and like really push up the table, they was in 8th at one point, and I was like, wow, I'm going to get this bang on. And somehow they've managed to get the playoffs. 3 places out from me, but congratulations to Doncaster Rovers. What a turnaround. And here is the playoffs then. The team that I predicted would finish 7th, and the lowest ranked playoff team was MK Dons. I thought the Dons would finish in 7th. Obviously, they recently come down from League One. I wasn't expecting a miracle. Wasn't expecting them to come into the league and storm the league. Obviously, incredible players come through the door. Cameron Norman, Max Dean as well, you know, really helped MK Dons over the line this season. They could have got automatics, but Mansfield and the other 2 were just 10 times better throughout the season. I said 7th. They finished 4th in the playoffs. I'll take that for that prediction. The team that I got to finish in 6th was Bradford City. Now, so many factors of why I expected this. Incredible ground, incredible manager, incredible squad. Insane fan base for Bradford City, and I expected them to be the team that was in the playoffs and probably win the playoffs if it was the playoffs that I predicted. But again, another mediocre season from Bradford, just missing out on the playoffs. I'm saying mediocre because a team like Bradford should be promoted out of this league with all the things going right at the club. I said 6th. They finished in 9th. Yeah, a few places out. I said they'd be in the playoffs, and obviously they didn't, so that makes that an even worse prediction. Next one, again, is another shocker. What the hell has happened here? I predicted Notts County to finish in 5th. You know, again, just like Wrexham, who came up into the league, I expected both teams to basically get promoted again, or very close to being back-to-back promoted, the both of them. And I put Notts County to finish in 5th. They finished 9 places lower in 14th. I've got to hold my hands up and say that was a shocking prediction. A very entertaining team to watch. I think they scored and conceded the most goals in the season, or if not one of the highest for both of those stats. 9 places lower than what I predicted. I said they'd finish in the playoffs. They didn't even finish inside the top half. Again, a massive, massive L. The last team that I predicted to finish in the playoffs before we get onto the 3 automatic promotion teams, I put Salford. I done it. I knew this would probably come back to bite me on the ass in May, and that's exactly what this prediction has done. I predicted Salford City finishing 4th in the league, just missing out on automatics. The squad they've got, the money they've got, the backing that they've got from the Class of '92, of course. I expected it to come this year, or very much playoffs like they did last season. Lost in the playoffs, of course, to Stockport at the semi-final stage. I expected a back-to-back playoff season for Salford. 20th, 16 points difference between my prediction and where the Ammies finished. Again, a massive, massive L on that one for me. And then the first team that I got to get automatic promoted was Gillingham. I said Gillingham would finish 3rd and just miss out on the title by the 2 teams above them. And in fact, they finished 9 places lower. Neil Harris, again, didn't really work out for him. The squad that Gillingham had going into the season was incredible. The signings they made during the summer was all the signings that a team needs to make, in my opinion, ideally to get promoted out of the league. And yeah, I just think I got that absolutely wrong. Gillingham finished 9 places lower in 12th. That really hurts, that one. But like I said, yeah, I can't justify that. I said they'd finish in the automatics, and they finished mid-table. Well, we come down to the final 2. Which one did I predict to win the league, and which one did I predict to finish 2nd? In 2nd place, I predicted Wrexham, and they did finish in 2nd place. I want to pat myself on the back because I got a perfect prediction, but I also don't because it's Wrexham. Like I said, the squad that they've got, the squad that the top 3 got this season, Mansfield, Wrexham, and obviously Stockport, which I'll talk about in a minute. You know, they got Paul Mullin, Stephen Fletcher, James McLean, Arthur Okwanku in on loan from Arsenal, Lee, Tozer at the back. I mean, it's an incredible team, don't get me wrong, and probably one of the best teams in the league, and you'd probably expect them to do something similar in League One next season. I said 2nd for Wrexham, and the North Wales side finished in 2nd. And that only leaves one side. I predicted Stockport County to win the Sky Bet League 2 title, and they went and done it. An incredible, incredible team. Obviously, they missed out on promotion last season with a loss to Carlisle on penalties at Wembley. But, I mean, Dave Challoner, what a manager. You know, Paddy Madden still banging goals in. Anthony Sarkovic. You know, the team is absolutely stacked. Ibu Toure, who they signed from Salford, is an incredible team. And like I said, they were very unlucky last season not to get promoted. And 100% deserved it this season. Champions of the league. I predicted they would actually win the league, and they did win the league. So I will pat myself on the back for that. I didn't want to do it for Wrexham, but Stockport, I said, would win the league, and they are League 2 champions. Those are my reactions to my predictions that I made in July/August, reacting to them here in May. Let me know your thoughts on my predictions first, because I know some of them were absolute stinkers. Let me know and be honest with yourself in the comment section down below. Did you get any of your predictions bang on? Did you get any miles off like me? And yeah, please make sure to like, share and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. More League 2 content coming, as I said. And yeah, I need to sort of take a lot more time next season in predicting the League 2 table. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Congratulations to Stockport, Wrexham, Mansfield, and the playoff winner, whoever that is. Commiserations to Forest Green and Sutton on your relegation. I'll speak to you in the next one. Thanks for watching.